So if you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by clicking on the PayPal link in the description box, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Also, leave us a thumbs up. It helps us get more views.
Twitter software engineer, the former Twitter software engineer, was captured on video saying the following, quote, "One strategy is to shadow ban, so you have ultimate control. The idea of a shadow ban is that you ban someone, but they don't know they've been banned because they keep posting and no one sees their content. So they just think that no one is engaging with their content, when in reality, no one is seeing it." Is that a practice that occurs at Twitter?
No, sir, we do not shadow ban.
We're going to get to this video in just a second. I just wanted to give you a quick Operation How reminder that you can click on the link in the description box below and sign up for our online InfoWarrior training camp. As you know, we need as many people involved in the information war as possible. For those of you who've been following the Operation How YouTube channel, you realize that we are now putting our information out through Operation Zakar. This is because YouTube terminated the Operation How YouTube channel because we were exposing that there were multiple shooters in the Florida shooting. But YouTube didn't just censor our video. YouTube terminated our channel and has stolen from us a YouTube channel that was generating $250,000 a year in revenue for the InfoWar. In order to strike back against these robber barons, we are now determined to raise up 1,000 YouTube channels just as powerful as Operation How. If you're one of those people who wants to have a YouTube channel like Operation How that reaches millions of people per month and generates revenue for the information war, click on the link in the description box below and sign up for our free training.
Users.
Why would this individual described as a former Twitter software engineer say that?
Thank you for the opportunity to respond, Senator, about this. These folks were caught on video. They weren't speaking on behalf of the company. They were speaking in their personal capacity.
It's called candid.
It's not called real. Ban, folks, what we do is if an account is spammy, meaning engaging in malicious automation, we will hide, make it harder for them to find.
All right, so think about what it is that we're dealing with here. You've got, let's not forget Hillary Clinton calling out Alex Jones by name during the campaign. Then you've got congressional hearings going on multiple times where they talk about doing something about InfoWars, doing something about InfoWars videos trending, doing something about InfoWars videos being at the top of the list for people to click on with the trending topics. They got to do something about that. And like, oh, we're going to take care of it during lunch. Oh. Then you've got Project Veritas videos with the executives at YouTube and Twitter, and they talk about banning us, censoring conservatives and all this. So we have the consortium of knowledge with actual real-time experience.
Let's talk about
dealing with the
news,
censorship, dealing with being a conservative and having your free speech attacked. But then you have this video. Now, this is about a month old, but you have to wonder, is this perjury? Ted Cruz questions Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube on censorship of conservatives. Notice how they respond to Ted Cruz's questions when he's asking about if they view their platform as neutral. Go ahead and roll that clip.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Welcome to each of the witnesses. I'd like to start by asking each of the company representatives a simple question, which is, do you consider your companies to be neutral public fora? Ms. Becker?
None of them wanted to answer.
Thank you, Senator. The mission of our company is to connect people.
Oh, and then she goes on with some long legal talk because she can't say yes.
We want people to be able to connect and share who they are.
So I'm just looking for a yes or no, whether you consider yourself to be a neutral public forum.
We do not have any policies about
yes.
political ideology that affect our platform.
Ms. Downs?
Yes, our goal is to design products for everyone, subject to our policies and the limitations they impose on the types of content that people may share on our products.
So you're saying you do consider YouTube to be a neutral public forum?
Correct. We enforce our policies in a politically neutral way. Certain things are prohibited by our community guidelines, which are spelled out and provided publicly to all of our users.
Now pause it right there.
Mr.
Now, Ted Cruz is going to go here later. But is that not perjury? I mean, you have the tape of the YouTube administrators talking about how they want Alex Jones buried. How is that neutral? How is that neutral when there is a mass purge, a mass censorship of conservatives and Trump supporters and Second Amendment activists on YouTube right now? How is that neutral? So did Ms. Downs just perjure herself there? Or was her answer constructed in the right fashion to get away with it legally? Let's go back to the clip.
Well, let me focus for a minute, Mr. Monche. As you know, there have been several videos that were released in recent weeks that I and a lot of other people find highly troubling. And so I want to give you an opportunity.
Yeah, everyone should find them troubling, whether you're conservative or liberal or whatever.
Abneoff Vadrevu, described as a former Twitter software engineer, was captured on video saying the following, quote, "One strategy is to shadow ban, so you have ultimate control. The idea of a shadow ban is that you ban someone, but they don't know they've been banned because they keep posting and no one sees their content. So they just think that no one is engaging with their content, when in reality, no one is seeing it." Is that a practice that occurs at Twitter?
No, sir, we do not shadow ban users.
Why would this individual described as a former Twitter software engineer say that?
Thank you for the opportunity to respond, Senator, about this. These folks were caught on video. They weren't speaking on behalf of the company. They were speaking in their personal capacity.
It's called candid.
We do
it's
not
called
shadow
real.
ban, folks. What we do is if an account is spammy, meaning engaging in malicious automation, we will hide, make it harder for them to find, to be found.
Okay, so pause right there. So you see how he left himself an out. So that's their out. Oh, well, if we think maybe there's some Russian bots or we think maybe some spam. Oh, right. And it's just a mistake that it just so happens to be all the conservatives. It's just a mistake that it just happens to be the Trump supporters that you happen to think are spammy or Russian bots. So that's his legal out. So that's how they get away with perjuring himself. Well, you know, we don't shadow ban anybody for their political beliefs. No. But we do engage in practices, and we will stop things that we view as spammy or Russian botnet activity. We will. And then that's their legal out to say, oh, well, we just thought you were a Russian bot, or we thought you were spammy. And it's total bull. That's a cover for a political ideology and basing your censorship based on political ideologies. To me, this is perjury, but they get away with it because they have the right legal answer. Let's go back.
Folks were caught on video. They weren't speaking on behalf of the company. They were speaking in their personal capacity.
But they were speaking, and they did say
shadow ban, folks. What we do is if an account is spammy, meaning engaging in malicious automation, we will hide, make it harder for them to find, to be found on our platform. If I could continue, sir. That was one of the reasons why the efforts that we saw with the Russian misinformation didn't hit as big a mark as they were hoping.
There it is.
We were able to stop that in real time.
Another individual named Mo.
I just pause right there. Did you hear what he said? He goes, we were able to stop that in real time. So then what Russian influence was there? He just said they stopped all of it. It's ridiculous. Go ahead.
Twitter content review agent was quoted on video as saying, on stuff like that, it was more discretion on your viewpoint. I guess how you felt about a particular matter. Yeah, if they said this is, quote, pro-Trump, I don't want it because it offends me, this, that. And I say I ban the whole thing.
Now, pause it right there. Now, keep in mind, you've got discrimination suits going against Facebook, going against Google, and so Google owns YouTube. So they're already dealing. They've already been caught. Their discrimination is already known. They've been caught. And then here they are trying to cover for themselves as Cruz is grilling them here. Go back to Ted Cruz.
We're here, and they are like, oh, you know what? I don't like it, too. You know what? Mo's right. Let's go. Let's carry on. What's next? Is that individual describing a practice that occurs at Twitter?
No, sir.
No, he just made it up out of thin air.
Algorithms a way to, if we see an account that is being abusive, that also.
Oh, here's their new legal out: abusive content,
targeted abuse against.
So pause it right there. So here's another one. So it's abusive content, right? Okay. So we take a video of David Hogg being interviewed, and he's struggling to say stuff. He's fumbling his words. He's messing up, and we just play the video. It's not our original content. We just play the content that other people have recorded, and we just show you it and report on it and say, what is this? And then they say that's bullying. They say that that's what was the phrase that he used, guys? I forget the exact phrase, but so that's what they say. And then that's their excuse. So he's basically admitting, like, okay, yeah, you caught us red-handed. We censor people. We shadow ban people. And it's based on political ideologies. Yeah, you pretty much caught us red-handed here. But I don't want to perjure myself, and I also don't want to admit that to the public. So I'm going to construct a legal answer, deny that I'm actually shadow banning, deny that I'm actually censoring, and then on the back end, protect my own hide by saying, but we do try to stop malicious behavior. We do try to stop spammy behavior. We do try to stop Russian bots behavior. We try to stop abusive behavior. So then you say, how come InfoWars is always shadow banned? How come Alex Jones is getting banned? And you know what they say? Abusive content, spammy content, Russian bots. So they're admitting what they're doing. They're admitting the purge, they're admitting the censorship, but they're doing an end around, and they're saying, we're just censoring abusive behavior. And so that's how he gets out of it. Let's play the rest of this clip.
If they're being, if they're consistently violating our terms of service, but they haven't crossed the line into being suspended, we'll make it less visible. But what we won't do.
Oh yeah, we'll make you less visible.
Your followers will always be able to see you, and we are not. We ensure that if you go on.
All right. So here's the deal. So bring it down. So here's the deal. So Project Veritas catches the guy candidly talking about what they're actually doing, what actually drives it, why it's happening. And then in front of Ted Cruz, they won't admit that because they know they're in a legal situation, and they are in a public situation, and they don't want to admit it. So behind the scenes, privately, the guy may have had a drink or two in him. He admits what's actually going on. Then the official legal statement is, no, that's not what's going on. We're just stopping abusive behavior. They're very abusive over there. Didn't you see? Didn't you see? They played a video that's real.
Hey everybody! I just wanted to break in real quick for an Operation HAL Info Warrior update. Many of you thousands of Operation HAL subscribers are passionate patriots. We can tell because of the comments that you leave in the comment section. But America needs more than just passionate comments from anonymous subscribers. America needs info warriors who are willing to spread information. Believe it or not, us patriots, we are beginning to win the info war. We are on the march and the enemy is on the run. They never anticipated this explosion of social media. The bad guys who are behind the scenes attempting to destroy our republic, they didn't realize that platforms like YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook would give voice to those of us who haven't been fooled by the fake news, Project Mockingbird, CIA-ran media. Patriots like you and me now have a level playing field to take part in the war for the soul of our nation. And the good news is, we don't even have to use guns. We can simply use our home computers and laptops, just like I'm doing right now. In fact, the Operation HAL YouTube channel has reached over 73,000 unique individuals just this month. So if you want to get off of the sideline and onto that playing field, we at Operation HAL want to help. We have helped over 18,000 individuals just like you learn how to create and distribute content online. It doesn't matter if you're a novice with computers or a pro. Operation HAL is willing to train you for free in our simple techniques that will allow you to have a voice in our nation.
Hey guys, normally at this point in the video we would tell you to email Mackenzie, but unfortunately YouTube is threatening to cancel our Gmail account as well. So if you want to sign up for the free online Info Warrior training, click on the link in the description box below and you can sign up directly for our next boot camp.